Let's talk about a plant today that's as unique as its name. Meet the devil's backbone, also known as... This funky zigzagging plant isn't only a conversation starter, it's also very easy to care for. So if you're ready to add a touch of unusual to your plant collection, stick around. Let's get into the care tips you need to keep this plant happy and thriving. This plant is a succulent, so it requires bright and direct to direct light. And if you really want this variegation to pop, you're going to give it a lot of light. If you notice the stem stretching or the color fading, it might be a sign your plant needs more light. But be careful not to scorch the leaves with too much direct sunlight, especially in the afternoon. Let's talk about water. Like most Euphorbia, this plant likes to stay on the drier side. And like succulents, it holds water in its stems. Let the top 2 inches of soil dry out completely before you water again. Water it thoroughly every other week if it's indoors or every other day if it's outside. And make sure it has drainage so you don't give it root rot. Try to avoid getting water on the stems and leaves as they can be sensitive to moisture. Temperature-wise, they are pretty resilient. This lives year-round outside of my house in Tampa, Florida, where it does actually get pretty cold. Indoors, they'd probably like to stay around 65 to 85 degrees. They do start to decline when temperatures consistently reach 50 degrees down here, so don't let it get near a draft. It's not too fussy about humidity, but if your home is particularly dry, a little extra humidity won't hurt. Just be careful not to overdo it, as too much humidity can lead to fungal issues. One of the coolest things about the devil's backbone is how easy it is to propagate. Snip off a healthy stem and let it callus over for a day or 2. This plant doesn't need to be propagated in water or moss either. You can stick it straight in soil and it will root. Keep the soil lightly moist until you see new growth, and then treat it like you would the parent plant. Let's talk about a few common issues. If you notice yellowing leaves, it might be a sign of overwatering, so check your soil and drainage. On the other hand, if the leaves start to drop or the plant looks leggy, it could be due to low light or underwatering. If you see any white powdery substance on the leaf or stem, this is a sign of mealybugs, and you're going to want to wipe it off with an alcohol swab. And there you have it, all the essentials you need to care for your devil's backbone. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to ATL Plant Room. Bye!